Hey guys, so it's another day. Excitement. I'm having to be quiet because it is like 9:30 at night and my grandparents are in bed and I'm just chilling out in my bedroom, having some thoughts as per usual. And I've been very anxious today. I recently just came out of the closet, so that's been something that's just kind of been building up in my mind, and I guess I've been ruminating about it would be the right word. And it's like it just gets all twisted up and muddled in my brain. And a lot of people say, well, don't worry about what people think. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, but I think worrying about what other people think is just part of being a human being. I think there are some people who are able to push those worries aside easier, maybe, but I think we all have one thing or another that we worry about what people think, whether it be like how we dress, our performance ability. There's always something. And I think the thing is, though, you have to acknowledge those worries and kind of feel the worry and let the uncomfortableness of the worries and the anxiety ride out. And the hardest thing about that is that it seems unnatural to feel uncomfortable. And I think that's because, especially in American society, we have made it so it's considered a bad thing to feel bad. You have to be positive all the time. And that's just not realistic. It's like the movie Inside Out. The kind of moral of the story of that movie is that you need sadness in order to create happiness. It's like yin and yang. If you don't have the darkness, you won't appreciate the light. It's a very hippie thing to say, I know, but it's true. So I'm sitting here trying to write out the uncomfortable feeling of being anxious and my worries and doubts, because quite frankly I'm having some doubts about my sexuality, but I think that's natural, and I'm trying to keep in mind that sexuality is fluid, and it's very rare for someone to be 100% this or 100% that. So it could be that I like women maybe 80%, and then there's a 20% part of me who likes guys. And the one thing in my brain that I keep on kind of rolling over is that I'm trying to work through the trauma that has gone on in my past, because I have been raped and sexually assaulted, and I don't want to confuse that with not being attracted to men. I don't want to I don't know, have that get in the way of me being happy and being able to be vulnerable with a man if I do like men. However, I've been trying to test things, and so that kind of involves watching some risque, sexy things on the internet, if you catch my drift, and kind of trying to listen to what my body wants or needs. But the way I describe it when I see a man and a woman having sex is that I feel some type of buzz from it. I do get a little something out of it because I like the idea of penetration. That's probably not something that everybody wants to hear, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. However, I'm just way too open about these things. I have a mustache going on. Feels real beautiful. I am beautiful. Fuck the fact I have a mustache. Frida had a mustache and a unibrow, I think. Or maybe just a unibrow. And she was a bomb-ass, hot-ass woman, so it doesn't matter. Anyways. I did though, and then I went ahead and watched a lesbian porn, and immediately I was like, yeah, definitely a lesbian. Definitely a lesbian. I was like, ooh, so sexy. But then there are a few guys who I'm like, yeah, they do it for me. You know, I think Benedict Cumberbatch I still find extremely attractive, but then it's not exactly the actor that I find attractive. It's more so his character as Sherlock. So like I find his character attractive, but like obviously if he were put in front of me, then I would be like, not my jam. But I digress from the point here. The point is that it's okay for me to worry. It's okay for me to be unsure about things. I think the world puts so much pressure on us to have everything figured out. We're supposed to have plans for our future, 5-year plans and 10-year plans, and I just don't think that's realistic. I think it's good to have goals, but plans hardly ever work out. I don't think you can put a time limit on a goal, if that makes sense. You just kind of have to have faith and listen to the universe and do things naturally as they come and seize opportunities that get put in front of you and live your life that way. At least that's how I'm finding that it works for me the best. And I'm really, really learning to live day by day and take things day by day, and by doing that I'm getting a lot more accomplished and I feel better within myself. It's just right now I'm trying not to be hard on myself because today I have, and it's so hard to admit, but I have been feeling depressed today, and I can't exactly pinpoint why. I know I may be about to start my period, that might have something to do with it, but it shouldn't matter. I shouldn't feel guilty for being depressed. I think that's the main thing, you know. Feeling down is natural, and I just need to feel this and feel it for as long as it, feel it wholly, because if I just keep trying to suppress it, it's just going to keep eating away at me, you know. I don't have to be strong. The hardest thing for me is learning how to be vulnerable. I've always been very soft-hearted, and I think everything that happened between being raped and sexually assaulted and choosing to be a sex worker and seeing a lot of horrific things, I became very bitter and hard, and I stopped letting people in, and I just put the wall up and had to be strong. And I think one of the hardest things to do is to ask for help, but sometimes that's just what you have to do. And right now, what I really need is someone to just come hold me and hug me, and I feel guilty about that, but I shouldn't. It's okay to need people. People are there to help. You know, it's like I said in my last video, we're all connected. It takes a, what is it they say, it takes a neighborhood to raise a child or something. So just, I'm gonna be okay. It's okay for me to feel like this. It's okay to feel down. It's weird how you can feel the anxiety in certain parts of your body when you really listen closely. Right now I'm feeling it in my forearms, kind of like in my elbows, and my legs and feet. And my shoulder blades. It's like a tingling sensation. And my chest feels tight. It's crazy. Anyways, I have church in the morning, so I better go. I hope you guys all have a lovely night. Do something for yourself. Take care of yourselves. And I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you guys a lot.